everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off with
controversial clip of the week.
Now, as you can see down in the distance there's temporary lights. I would like to say roadworks, but there's no one there again, so they're temporary lights, and there are cars going through the red light. Why is it stuck on red? And the question is, how long do you wait at a red light before you actually go through it because you think it's stuck on a red?
Are they stuck? Is that why they've gone through there? They've been there for a while and the lights haven't changed. We all know that happens quite a lot. As these guys went through there quite gingerly, I reckon that this is all stopped on the red.
So as you can see, there's nothing coming towards us. The only danger is from our right hand side, and I'm very careful to keep looking that way, and we go through them.
Yeah, you're on red as well. Yeah, the British workforce.
So the question is, how long would you have waited? As you can see in the distance there, they're still umming and ahhing whether they should go or not. One went and one stayed, so it's still red. How long do you wait? And how long do you wait if the same thing applies to fixed lights, like this here? We're in a right turn only lane, waiting for that filter light to turn green. How long do we wait? Well, the BMW ain't hanging about. He's changed his mind. He's going to go straight on. The pedestrian is trying to kill himself by walking on a red man, as they do. But how long do we wait before we realise that these are broken? If indeed they are broken, how many times do we have to go and see the cycle go round and round and round and us not get our green filter light on before we go through them? Now, as you can see over there, it's a green man at the moment. So the pedestrians have got a green man. It's just gone off and they get a 12-second countdown timer. 12 seconds, believe it or not. We've already had a green light going straight on here. So surely it's going to be us next, isn't it? What do you reckon? The Audi wants to go on a red. Oh no, it's a green for straight on. So it looks like we're going to be waiting again. What do you reckon's going to happen next? Well, I'll give you 10 to 1 that the pedestrians are going to get another green man, 50 to 1 that the filter light goes on, or 100 to 1 that the private hire driver in front of me just goes straight through the red light. Who's your money on? So bear in mind, we've been here nearly 2 minutes already. We've only moved one car, and that was only because the BMW changed his mind and went straight on rather than turning right. So the question still remains, and I will fast forward this in a second because I know it's boring, we're just sitting at lights. But the question remains, would you go through these red lights here turning right because nothing else is happening? Everyone else is having a turn except us. So what makes it any different from this light to the one back there at the temporary lights? Answers on a postcard, but who's going to have a go next? It goes to red light for the people going straight on. Surely it's got to be us now. The private hire seems to think so as it moves forward a bit. No, it's the traffic coming from the left now, which means the pedestrians get another green light. They get another green man and another 12 seconds. So while we've been waiting here, they've had 2 goes. The cars going forward have had 2 goes. We have had none. So would you go through these lights? Would you think they're broken? Let's go through them. He's opting out. And it's just me now. I'm on point, as they say. But if you look at the lights, eventually they do change. So they wasn't broken, just badly phased. So now we're looking at this Kia driver. You know what they're like, bloody Kias. It's just going to be turning right here. The only problem with that is
that there is a no entry, and you know it's a no entry, and you know it's a no entry.
As you can see, it's pretty clear that there are no entry signs there. But we're going to go back to the front camera now, and we're looking at this bike to the right hand side and this car, more importantly the car. When we go to the rear camera now, you see how close this car is. That's not good.
Oh, fuck me, how close was that?
So now it's a petrol head moment for you. It's just going to be pulling out from the left hand side here. Once again, I haven't got a clue what it is, but I know it's got a long bonnet and a long boot. And as regulars of the channel will know, that is as far as my knowledge on these vehicles go. But I do know one vehicle, the good old Audi, because after all, it's always an Audi, but I've got two in this one. This one here on my left-hand side, there's 2 lanes here. He doesn't want me to go past him for some strange reason, and I can see that he's going to be pulling out on me, so I go back, I edge back, I just leave the accelerator alone, and you can see how much room he's got on the left-hand side as we're coming up here. The road markings are non-existent, but he's pulling out most of the time here. He's gone back in now, but just enough to keep me away from him. So I go past him eventually. Now I get Audi number 2. There's 2 lanes here. There's 2 lanes here. He should be right the way over there because he's taking the first exit and I'm taking the second exit. So we should be able to go side by side there. No, not with an Audi. You're having a laugh, aren't you? And the thing is, this guy is your typical Audi driver because he doesn't know where that is. The Audi indicator stalk. He thinks if there's something ticking in his car, maybe he's hit it by accident, there's something wrong with his car. And the thing is, his positioning is so bad, it won't be a bad idea to indicate because it looks like he's going right. But in actual fact, he's going left. So, you know, help everyone out. But no, it's an Audi driver. What do you expect? You can hear my indicators. And a disgruntled grunt there. You hear that? That's because of the guy behind me, Audi number 1, who's in the inside lane, should be going where that car's going. But no. He too pulls out in front of someone to the right hand side here. Remember, it's a roundabout. Cuts right to the inside, out to the outside again, then back over into where I'm going. All without the use of an indicator. There's a reason why I say always an Audi.
Oh yeah, always an Audi. 4 circles of doom, up yours, boom. Audi, Audi, oh 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 oh, we laugh at you.
Now a little bit further down the road, we come to one of them modern day cyclists. Here he is up here. He's just entered the road from the zebra crossing there. He's coming up to a roundabout. He's going around the wrong way and wheeling in with no lights on. Yeah, the modern day cyclist. So we'll speed it up here in a second. And I'm just going to show you, you know you're on a chavvy council estate when you see parking like this coming up. I'm all right, Jack. Don't worry about anyone else. Look over to the left-hand side by the zebra crossing.
I can't remember if you said.
Look at that. What an absolute disgrace. That is absolutely awful. Who are these people? Who are these people that think they can do that?
You know, on the
How
entrance
can
to...
that be? I can't remember if you
I mean,
said.
look at this. They're parked on the fucking zebra crossing. You know, on the
How
entrance
can
to...
that be?
So a little bit further down the road again, we come to some speed bumps. Now, the speed bump here, I want to be going right over the centre of it, so my wheels go either side of the speed bump. The guy coming towards me wants that gap in the middle there. I will be on my side of the road. He won't. He will be on my side of the road doing that. It doesn't slow up at all. I also think that van that's parked on the speed bump should be towed away. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. So let's see how close this pilchard comes to hitting me. Yeah, that close. Mad.
He's driving straight at me. You know, he's on my side of the road and he's driving straight at me. Like, you do realise that would be your fault if we have a crash.
Controversial clip of the week.
I know we've already done one, but I couldn't think of anything else to call it, or couldn't be bothered to think of anything else to call it. Anyway, we're looking at this ambulance up here that's driving on the wrong side of the road, and it's about to park facing oncoming traffic. We're also looking at that idiot there, as it's about to reverse, walks behind them, and then walks straight across the road. Look where the crossing is. I'm waiting at the crossing right there, but no. There he is, just as they're about to reverse, and then walk straight out in front of that car as well. Now, My other issue here is, should that ambulance be parking there? That is a disabled bay. They are not disabled. They're not on a shout. They're parking up, probably going shopping. Facing the oncoming traffic, parking badly there. Not for me. And the trouble is, a lot of people think that they get special treatment because they're driving ambulances. And that, unfortunately, is the attitude of some of these ambulance drivers, that they think that they get special treatment because they're driving an ambulance. And I know that sounds really bad, but it is the truth. Some of these ambulance drivers, they are not proper paramedics, by the way. They are just almost like minicabs, picking up patients and dropping them back home, and vice versa. Rose Hill Roundabout, look, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Everyone in the correct lane there. Not one person crossed over. We'll go to the front camera now and see if we get an absolutely perfect visit to Rose Hill Roundabout. No, not quite. That silver car should be going down where I am. So almost. I think that's the best we've done so far. But let us know in the comments down below if you think that I'm out of order or a little bit harsh about that ambulance driver there. Now, one of the things about being old is you bloody ache like hell. No, something else. You get a little bit of knowledge about the road. You get a little bit of experience about the road, and you can see it a mile away. That lorry in the outside lane is obviously going to be turning right. I don't know why no one else can see it. So what you end up doing is defensive driving and doing their thinking for them. The blue car we're looking at.
Now, I was looking at your head then, mate, and I don't think you actually looked once to the left-hand side then. Not once. Didn't indicate. You're pulling into my lane, you didn't indicate, and I don't think you actually looked.
Does anybody else do that? Look at their head. I was looking at his head to see if he was going to look over. Nothing at all. Just moved into my lane without looking at all. And another one behind us here. This guy here. Look further than the end of your bonnet. Look how hard he has to brake because he hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen that great big lorry in front of him until he's there. I mean, what is wrong with these people?
Brilliant. Never mind, mate. What do you make of what's going on at the moment? What do you make of Ruben Amorim's start?
Yeah, it's not been fantastic. We do a...
No. I think that you probably went for a red light there, but you look at the car. Yeah, the self-entitlement wax is very shiny.
Very good at all, is it? But
I'm on my way to heaven, at least that's what it seems. Staring at my mobile phone at the lights to see my dreams. It keeps my brain in Dullsville, I cannot put it down. When others see me looking, they grow an instant frown. But I paid for it, I own it, mine to have and hold. I'll not put it down until I'm very
Now the thing is, I didn't see this woman on the phone. I just saw this gap that she left. And obviously I had to review it to see what she was doing. Obviously she's on the phone. And then 9 times out of 10, when they realise that you've gone, they put their foot down to catch you up. You can spot them a mile away, you really can. So again, it's another petrol head moment for you. Just coming up here on the left hand side. Lovely little thing. I say little, the engine's probably massive in that. Another left hand drive. Now, does anyone or has anyone driven a left hand drive vehicle in this country? How weird does it feel driving on the wrong side of the car very close to the curb? Answers on a postcard, or you can just leave it in the message section if you like. So you got another petrol head moment for you. It's coming towards us there. Don't see many of them being left-hand drive. Not in this country anyway. Does looking good, Nick, though. Look at how shiny it is. Now in this clip it's all about priority. As you can see, all the vehicles are parked on the right hand side of the road, so most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time I will have priority. Not in this case though. I did have priority, but he wasn't going to let me have it.
Is he going to wait? No, he's just going to keep coming. That's not the way it works, mate, is it? You know that. That's not the way it works, mate, is it? You know that. But you are a BMW driver. You should have waited there, and you fucking know it.
Now when they put their foot down like that to get into the gap, you know that they know.
The Kremlin says that Vladimir Putin is willing to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as top Russian and American officials meet alone for peace.
Maybe if you went on your side of the road to go round the bend, yeah, I wouldn't have to stop.
Now they're not very good at steering round this estate, by the way, because this is from the rear camera now. And we're looking at the car that's driving my way. Look at the way it turns left here. You need that much room of the other side of the road to turn left, do you? So now we're turning right. And it cuts a little bit, but that's all right. We'll let that one go. It's only a couple of feet. But it's turning left that this person has trouble with. Why do you need that much room to your right-hand side? Look at all that space to your left. Obviously not very good at turning left, that one. Now in this clip, do not get distracted by Homer Simpson. Okay, do not get distracted by Homer Simpson on the left-hand side, because you will miss someone that's about to cross the road. When did you see him? Now, I looked at this guy, he's got tattoos on his face and everything else. You know, if someone's got tattoos on their face, they're not all there, are they? Now apparently I should not be using the horn here, but how on earth are they supposed to learn unless you tell them that they should not be moving out? Is priority to traffic approaching from the right. Now in this clip we've got another petrol head moment for you. I don't know whether there was some sort of show on today, but I kept seeing them. Yeah, don't see many of them. Not nowadays. Not like that anymore. Again, does look in very good nick. Now in this clip we got two bad drivers in this one. First, that van reversing out there. You never reverse out, not in a van. You can't see anything. You always need someone to help you out. And the other one is the person who won't let it finish its manoeuvre. Why you... Oh, there you go. You got the Stevie Wonder glasses on. Couldn't see it. Now in this clip we're looking at a lorry coming towards us, going so fast, and he hasn't got the room on this tight road. It mounts the pavement at a ridiculous speed. Watch it come around this bend. That is ridiculous. Professional driver, I shit 'em. Now in this clip, as you can see, most of us have got red lights anyway. The guy over to the right hand side will have a green light in a second and he can go. Then after that, we've still all got red lights, as you can see. It's quite clear, isn't it? There's only one exception. Yeah. His lights are always green, his lights are always green. Now in this clip, I didn't know what to do here. I didn't know what music to play. Because it's one of Sadiq Khan's assassins, and it's also a shitting Peugeot. I didn't know what music to play. To the right hand side, it's turning left, but let's all guess.
Nicely indicated, mate. We all know where you're going, but then you are a shitting Peugeot and you're a private hire driver. One of Sadiq Khan's licence to kill assassins doesn't know where the indicator is.
Now in this clip, it's a priority issue again. I'm pulling over to the left anyway, so it doesn't concern me, but it's the car coming towards us. Why? Just why so aggressive?
Well done, well done, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Really well done. Good bit of driving that, good bit of aggressive driving. Yeah, where would we be without the aggressive Burke in a Merc?
Now, what we're looking at here is the car in front of this car. It's in front of me, the red Prius. I don't think it's a private hire driver. I couldn't see a circle of doom on it anyway. Just coming up, it is just a normal right turn. It's not a roundabout or anything. You wouldn't think so, though. It just pulls straight out. It just turns right in front of that white car.
Straight across him.
Now, in this clip, it's all about manners. I'm going to be letting a car out to the left-hand side, a white Kia. This one coming down the slope now. I'm going to be letting it out. It knows I'm letting it out. It's looking at me, then back, looking at me, back. How about a little wave, a little thank you, something? I get one from this one turning in, a little wave there. That's all it needs, a little thank you. But I do realise that this one in front of me is on the phone. All legal like, because I couldn't see her phone, but she's chatting away. So, and there's no one else in the car. So she's obviously on the phone. She's turning right. Look how late she leaves her indicator. Because she's distracted by being on the phone. There it is now. It just starts now. The phone. The bloody phone. Drives me mad, these people.